Hi, show you how to arrange your playlists, your music playlists on the iPad. To do that, I will first arrange the playlists in iTunes and I will synchronize iTunes with my iPad. And I'll show you how to organize the playlist. It will be quite useful. So when you come to iTunes, you see something like this, which is on the screen. Uh, these are the various albums. I prefer to organize my music as you can have them as artists and you can have them as genres, but I prefer playlists. So these are my playlists on the left hand side. You can see I've group settings, I've got some chants, I've got another music artist, I've got the Majjhima Nikaya narrated by Bhikkhu Bodhi, and I've got some suttas, I've got Goenka's chants, and so on. So let me just show you how to organize the playlist. You can see I've got group settings 2, group setting 3, group setting 4, group setting 6. So these were the CDs that came from pariyati.com. So suppose I want to organize the playlist, and I will show you how to create the playlist and how to put music in it. But what I want to show you now is that I can go to File, New, Playlist folder. Now bear in mind I came here by clicking on playlists up here where my cursor is. So now I've gone to File, New, Playlist folder, and I've got this untitled folder. I'm just going to call it Group Sits. And what I can do is I can take these group settings and I can drag them into Group Sits. So now under Group Sits I have Group Sit 2. I drop it on Group Sit. So it becomes a bit neat. And I had been meaning to do this for a long time, so this is a good opportunity to do it. And you see this triangle here on the left, this triangle pointing downwards. If I click on that tiny triangle, it points towards the right. It just indicates that the folder is closed. And if I click on the triangle, it shows that the folder is open, and these are my various playlists. Group setting 2, it's got a beginning chant and a metta closing chant. Now you got to be careful, because if you do it this way, the moment the beginning chant is over, after 44 minutes, it will start the metta closing. So if you don't want that to happen, you should put them in separate playlists. But this is okay, because these two together make a 1 hour sit. So that also it makes a 1 hour sit. They came from Pariyati, and that's a 1 hour 10 minute single file. So let me show you how to make playlists and how to add a music file. I've just downloaded a music file. Let's say I was making a playlist for day 1, session 1. So let me just make a file, new playlist folder. Let's say I make a 10-day sit. Okay. So this is a playlist folder. Let me drag it out first. I created this folder under group sits by mistake. I can just drag it out. So I just clicked on it and I dragged it up and it's come out. So I made a new folder, 10-day sit. Inside this folder, while this folder is selected, you can see it's grayed out. I can make a new playlist. I can make a new playlist called day 1. I'll call it D1 S1. Let's say day 1 session 1. And then I click on done. That's it. So I've got my day 1 session 1 playlist here. Now it says click the add to button to add items to the playlist. I can actually go to add to, or what I prefer to do is this. I prefer to open the Finder. In the downloads, I've got a music. I just downloaded something. I think I'll find out what it is. But I'm going to drag it and drop it inside this playlist. So I click on it, drag it, and let go. It will automatically put it in the iTunes media folder. It will organize it for me, and it does all of that automatically. So that's the track. Rowan, can I get the iPad, please? Can you get me the iPad? So that's the track. Will that's thanks for and the cable as well, please. The charge. Okay. So I'm going to sing this. I'm going to sing this onto the iPad now. So I'm just I'm just saying maybe it's a nice idea to organize things this way. So day one, session one, day one, session two, day one, session three, and you could have a folder for 10 days sit, 20 days sit, 60 days sit, 40 days sit, and so on. And under each folder, you can have a dozen, 50, or 60, whatever playlists are required. I'm connecting my device now. So now I want to put all of this on the iPad. So this was just as an example, this Vipassana meditation track, to show you how you can organize folders and playlists. So I've connected this, and you can see now it's connected on the top right here. So just get rid of that. So because when you connect your iPad, if you have drawn something, if there's some pictures or photos taken with the iPad, I've got this utility which you might like. So I'll show you that. You saw that little thing that popped up on the screen? That was Picasa. Picasa. You can download it. It's a Google product. It's brilliant. I use this for my photography. So I'd gone and taken photographs of the Christmas tree. So when you plug it to Picasa, you can just click on import, and you can choose your camera, and you can import the files into Picasa. And Picasa is brilliant for touch-ups. It edits them very nicely. For example, this peacock, if I just wanted the head, I can click on crop, and I can say I just want this, and bang. And if I think I don't want it, I can undo it. So I'm digressing here, so I'll go back. But because I connected my iPad, and my iPad has got some pictures which the kids have made, it's got a screenshot of Scrabble and some of the sketches. The kids have been playing around with some of my paintings. So yeah, that's my son, that's my daughter. So you can get the pictures off your iPad. So if you are taking photographs from your iPad, you can just plug it in, and Picasa will get activated. You can put photos onto your computer. So I'll close this one, and I'll go back to our business. So we have just we have created a folder here, and we have added a playlist file, new playlist folder. Then we made playlist. Inside the playlist, we dragged and dropped music. Now to synchronize it, I just click on the iPad. Now if I go to music and I click on sync music, you can see it says selected playlists, artists, albums, and genres. You can go and select the playlist, and I use the playlist. Select this playlist, select that playlist, and so on. Now I won't sync here, because if I do that, this iPad is synced to another device. It will kill the playlist which are already on the iPad. But if you sync music, then whatever is here gets synchronized onto the iPad. I hope you find that useful. I'll close this video now. Thanks.